Today we're going through a topic that's pretty big as far as rehabilitation goes, and it's whether you should align or strengthen first. It really got brought to my attention when a friend's mum, who went to go see an allied health professional, was just told to just strengthen, just strengthen. It was around the neck and the shoulder region, more so, which is a huge issue, with people nowadays. And yeah, they just got told to strengthen and strengthen and strengthen this rear chain to kind of pull it back into alignment, okay? So we're going to go through a few different things today, but I'm just going to throw it to Nathan so he can go really through the background of, the neurological firing and whatnot as well.
Cheers, mate. So what we want to talk about here as well is there's this idea that, like Dylan says, let's just get it stronger. Let's just get it stronger and let's get it stronger and then everything will be fine. But if we really think about that, if we already have something that's in a bad alignment or a bad position, then strengthening is just reinforcing this dysfunctional position and reinforcing these faulty biomechanics. And sure, you might get a bit more longevity out of having a strengthening in that position, but really you're just making things worse for yourself long term. Because what we know is when we have poor positioning or poor alignment within the body, we have reduced neuromuscular firing. So our nerve information that's going from our brain down to the body, and then the information back from the body to the brain, is being reduced. It's not being able to flow appropriately through. So messages aren't coming through. So we don't get correct firing of our Golgi tendon organs or our proprioceptive endings or through our corticospinal tracts that really give all that information to the brain. So the brain really loses its ability to figure out what's happening at that joint, and then anything that's then downstream from that joint. So if you think this may be a dysfunctional pelvis, anything down the bottom of the leg from there is also going to have some dysfunction placed down through it. And what we see is this repetitive sort of injury in the same area, even though we've been strengthening and rehabilitating this area. It's because it's just reinforcing that pattern. Your body can't react appropriately to the stresses being put on it, or at least not within a good enough time, and therefore you tend to re-injure and re-injure. So if we don't work on pulling that back into alignment or putting that body back into alignment, we're never going to get the health benefits we probably could achieve.
Yeah, dead on. So what I did was I just explained it to her in a pretty simple fashion, and there was two ways to get somewhere, just to your destination where you really want to get to. There's strengthening and only strengthening, which is just cutting corners. You're going to get pretty close, but you're not going to get that real end range benefit of really including the alignment, okay? So strengthening should be involved with alignment, or alignment should definitely be first. And that is the longer way of getting there, but we all know that most of the time when you take that slightly longer path, it is the most efficient, and it does get you to where you want to get to in the best possible way. And that really clicked with her, and it's unfortunate that a lot of people don't even look at alignment before strengthening. They just focus on strengthening. And this isn't any one specific allied health professional, this is a lot of them, okay? And people just have different views, but we're just trying to make this one click with you that alignment really should come first before strengthening, okay? It's extremely important.